Data monitoring and automated event triggering. When you're managing an SME or an organization, keeping a constant pulse on every moving part can, quite frankly, become completely overwhelming. You're out there balancing multiple departments, tracking complex supply chains, and managing client relationships all at the same time. Without a clear line of sight, the sheer volume of daily operations can turn strategic management into a daily guessing game. The reality for so many directors is just a constant influx of information. We're trying to separate the signal from the noise takes up entirely too much time. You really need to know what is happening and exactly when it happens without having to constantly and actively look for it. Think about the stark contrast between reactive management and automated surveillance. Operating reactively means you're pretty much always one step behind the curve. It drains resources, energy, and time that really should be dedicated to creating real value. Ultimately, that wears down the sustainability of your business and leads straight to team burnout because you just end up fixing problems after they've already impacted your workflow. Automated surveillance, on the other hand, brings structured, ordered action to your daily operations. Instead of constantly fighting fires and dealing with the stress of the unexpected, you're acting according to a well-defined proactive plan. You shift from a defensive posture to a highly offensive one, where operations are calm, calculated, and under control. There's a very real operational challenge at play here. Trying to manually supervise every single status or change simply slows down workflows. It creates critical bottlenecks simply because human attention is finite. When your team has to constantly check, verify, and chase down updates across a dozen different platforms or departments, they aren't focusing on the strategic, value-adding tasks that actually drive growth. Every minute spent looking for a status update is a minute taken away from client service, innovation, or business development. That manual burden essentially traps your talent in repetitive, low-value administrative loops. So what's the alternative? Well, it's to execute automatic actions without manual intervention. We're talking about a tailored service designed to trigger specific responses completely automatically. This happens precisely when targeted events occur across your systems, removing the reliance on manual reminders or human memory and freeing your operations to run smoothly in the background. Imagine a scenario where the system acts as an invisible, tireless assistant. It monitors the conditions you set and initiates the exact workflow required, the very moment it's needed. This removes the friction from your operations and allows your data to actually work for you, rather than you working endlessly to manage your data. To truly understand how this comes together, let's look at what being a data-driven actually means in practice. It's an approach where your decisions and actions are based on the concrete analysis and interpretation of data, rather than relying on assumptions or gut intuition. By adopting this methodology, objective evidence guides the way forward. It helps you optimize processes and respond to your actual operational realities, rather than what you simply suspect might be happening. It transforms abstract numbers into direct operational commands. Being data-driven isn't just about having fancy dashboards to look at, it's about building a system that reacts intelligently to the story those numbers are telling you. Let's ground this with some recognizable triggers. What kind of everyday business situations are we actually talking about? Well, it could be an order that reaches a specific volume, automatically triggering a priority shipping protocol and instantly notifying the warehouse. Or maybe an important client suddenly becomes inactive, which prompts an automatic re-engagement email from your sales team. It could be stock levels dropping below a certain threshold to instantly initiate a reorder request with your suppliers. Or even hardware sensors detecting a change in a physical environment, like a temperature drop, sending an immediate alert to the maintenance team. The system identifies these situations instantly and acts on them, closing the loop without waiting for human discovery. Crucially, this is a scalable solution designed to integrate natively right into your organization's existing reality. We take a systemic and multilateral approach here. Rather than forcing you to adopt completely new software environments or overhaul your entire IT structure, the automation adapts specifically to your unique digital ecosystem. It becomes a natural, invisible part of the way you already operate. This is essential for a smooth transition. It means minimal disruption for your staff and a highly targeted approach that respects the tools and workflows you have already established, simply making them communicate better. Let's walk through the collaborative process of how we actually build and implement these tailored tools together. First, we sit down to review your broader objectives and the specific friction points you face in your daily operations. Second, we define exactly which data points to monitor and the precise events you want to trigger. Third, we study your existing digital ecosystem to map out all the connections. Fourth, we develop the custom automation, incorporating artificial intelligence where it adds real practical value.
And finally, we connect everything, providing you with clear status logs so you always have total oversight of what the system is doing on your behalf.
Now, during that third step, we frequently evaluate APIs. An application programming interface is simply a method that connects different software or systems across a network, allowing them to communicate and exchange data securely. We use APIs to seamlessly link the different, often isolated parts of your digital infrastructure, creating a single, unified flow of information. Think of it as building a digital bridge between two islands that previously had absolutely no way to trade with each other. This connectivity is exactly what allows an event in your sales software to instantly trigger an action in your separate inventory management program. Treating your information as a valuable asset requires responsibility and care. That's why your data is processed securely on servers hosted exclusively within the European Union. Managing operations locally not only aligns with European digital standards, but it offers you total transparency and reinforces the protection of your most valuable business information. In today's landscape, knowing exactly where your data lives and how it's handled provides crucial peace of mind. It means your operational intelligence remains secure, structured, and firmly within a trusted regional framework. When implemented, the operational advantages are direct and measurable. You save valuable time across departments by eliminating repetitive manual checks. Your business reacts faster and in a much more informed manner to sudden market changes or client needs. The administrative load on your staff is significantly reduced, internal processes are streamlined, and ongoing surveillance is vastly improved. Ultimately, your team can finally focus their energy on strategy, creativity, and growth, rather than being bogged down by repetitive manual tasks. The return on investment is seen not just in speed, but in the elevated quality of your team's output. There's another vital layer of value when moving away from isolated tasks towards automated records. When you generate automated event logs, you obtain deeper, actionable insights into the rhythm of your business. Analyzing these continuous records helps you identify hidden operational patterns, locate lingering inefficiencies, and gain a much broader, objective understanding of your actual workflow. You stop seeing isolated incidents and start seeing the entire operational tapestry. This level of insight allows you to continually refine and improve your processes based on historical, empirical evidence. And despite all this heavy technical automation running quietly in the background, our partnership approach remains entirely human. We provide remote B2B support focused on direct human relationships, completely bypassing frustrating virtual assistants or automated replies. We value genuine human connection and direct, personalized contact to help you calmly navigate your technological evolution. When you have a question or need to refine a process, you speak directly with the experts who understand your specific business reality, creating a highly supportive environment for your digital growth. If you are ready to stop reacting to your data and start automating your success, shall we talk?